Hello. So, what I'm talking about this morning concerns Chelsea Football Club, and they seem to be in a bit of a predicament now. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Chelsea. Yeah, is it because of all their success over the last 20 years? Yeah, it is. They've won 2 European Cups. That's I don't mind about the Premier League so much. It's just the European Cups. The fact they come up to our ground and celebrate it right after last year's win. But does that mean I want them to go out of business? No, no. Now, Roman Abramovich apparently is saying he now wants the loan back. Remember him saying, I think it was early March or whenever a week before he got sanctioned or something like that, he doesn't want the loans back, or the loan back he loaned Chelsea, which is around £1.5 billion or something around that. It's over £1 billion. Of course, Roman got sanctioned in March because he has links to Putin's Russian government, who of course invaded Ukraine and still are. We've all seen that carnage and genocide. So rightly so, he's been sanctioned. I can only see one person possibly willing to pay this debt off for Chelsea. It's Sir Jim Ratcliffe. But even if, this is the mad thing, even if one of the UK's richest men, who's apparently twice as rich as Roman Abramovich and a Chelsea fan, so they would be in very healthy condition if he bought the club. You know, it's all set for Todd Boehly, the American owner. But still, if Abramovich is calling these loans in, having a standoff with the British government, it doesn't matter if he's owed 1p or 1 billion. The UK government are not going to allow him a penny. What does that mean for Chelsea? Well, in short, it means they'll go out of business. There won't be no more Chelsea Football Club. They'd have to start again. Like, remember, Wimbledon went out of business, I think, through bad money management, basically, and not having their own ground. They used to have a ground called Plough Lane, and then they played at Selhurst Park for years at Crystal Palace's ground, and it was just a mess financially. That's it. They met, and MK Dons are actually Wimbledon, because they moved the ground all the way from sort of Wimbledon in London to bloody Milton Keynes. A lot of the supporters, we ain't having that. What a journey for fans to have to make for their home games. Do you know what I mean? And so they started up AFC Wimbledon, which sadly they've never made the Premier League, but you know that could be Chelsea soon. If Abramovich refuses to sell the club, or the club does get sold, at the moment, you see Chelsea fans, any Chelsea fans out there listening, Abramovich loves Chelsea. Oh, see, he's a liar. He's a liar, just like all these other Russians in that crony government. They lie about the genocide they've been causing and all that. Oh, it's all lie, it's all propaganda. Well, Roman Abramovich has lied to you, Chelsea fans. Yeah, he's been good to you. He's made you one of the most successful teams in the world over the last 20 years. You've won every trophy, but you might not ever win a trophy again. That European Cup, well, this FA Cup final this month might be your last ever FA Cup final if Roman Abramovich won't sell. And there is a good, he might just be prepared to lose he's not going to see any money anyway. Apparently he's set an account up in Jersey. I don't see what Jersey's controlled by the UK. They might have different banking laws, but still, because the UK government are in control of Chelsea, the Rain Group, it's a sad situation for one of English football's juggernauts to be in this position, and I think it's a warning. It's a really scary warning to anyone out there who get foreign owners. Yeah, we all moan about the American owners, the Cronkies, the Glazers, etc. But FSG have, the ones before that were moaned at. FSGs are a lot more stable and better, but for Liverpool. But the American owners, they might not splash the cash like the Russians or maybe the Middle East and the Arabs, but they seem to be more stable. Now, Newcastle, they will replace Newcastle as one of the big six. If Chelsea was to go out of business, they'd be straight in there, I would have thought. This is a sad situation for football. I hate seeing this happen to a football club and their fans. Because I just imagine it happening to my football club. And how I certainly wouldn't start supporting someone else. I'd obviously start supporting the new. Let's say happened to Arsenal. I would start supporting the new Arsenal that had to start in the bottom divisions, the non-leagues. Because I'm an Arsenal fan, I always will be, and I always said whatever division we're in, well, I'll support them. I'm not. You'll get Chelsea fans jumping ship now. A lot of Chelsea fans only started supporting Chelsea because of Roman. Remember that. They did. I remember the days when Chelsea had no money and they always had hardcore support, but not like it is today. I mean, they're a global brand, the third most successful team in Europe over the last 10 or 15 years. It's sad. So give me your thoughts, Chelsea fans. If you want to reach out, hit that subscribe button. Sad days ahead, possibly. Or is there a way out of this mess?